I might just be a horizontal girl after all. Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Jen. Today we are going to do a functional plan with me. So what I have here, this is my half letter planner. I am going to pull the pages off the discs, I think, in a minute when we get to planning. I use a lot of things from Jane's Agenda. I've been planning in Jane's Agenda inserts for a long time, but this month decided that I wanted to try a different layout every week because something just hasn't been working for me. Last week, I used, let me move my page finder. I used this kind of a play on a horizontal layout from Jane's Agenda. I decorated this as well using some stickers from Cactus Paper Co. It was actually a vertical kit that I just kind of cut down to fit. And I'm really loving it, but I have since discovered this layout doesn't exist anymore, which is too bad because I really did enjoy using it. But this week, let me go back to where I was. This week, I have a horizontal layout from She Plans. Now, it is an undated layout. Her horizontal, she does not offer dated. You can buy 6 months at a time, and you can also get stickers included in the price of purchase. It's not even extra to date your planner. Now, I had this week worth from her sample pack, which she had gifted me quite a ways back. So I just went ahead and dated it with a Happy Planner sticker book, but I'm really loving this layout. This is really in the running for my planner for next year, or at least the beginning of next year, because I'm really liking it so far, but we shall see. So that's kind of the background of what's going on here. As I mentioned, I did go ahead and decorate my spread last night. Really enjoyed doing that. I just find it very therapeutic. I used this old Hello Fall book from Live Love Posh. I am not sure if it is available anymore, but it's a great sticker book. I've used a lot of it. But now let's get into actually planning my week, which feels really good to be doing because it is Sunday, the night before this week starts. So it feels good. So really what I'm showing you here is how I get my week ready. But what often happens is as the week goes on, I write more and more. And I also do use some daily pages for those days where I have many more to-do items and I need a little more room. So what I've been using for that this month is the Jane's Agenda daily number 15s, and I'm just redating them. I had some left over. I don't believe these are available undated, but they are available by the quarter. I will just mention that I am an affiliate for both She Plans and Jane's Agenda. My affiliate links are down in the description box. If you shop those links, I do earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. Thank you to all of you who have shopped my links already. It really helps me out. I appreciate it so, so much. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these off the discs. Just easier to work with that way. I certainly plan with my pages right in my planner. It's not that I have to pull them off, but for right now, I think it's a little easier. And I will walk you through how I think about planning my week in a horizontal layout. So what I've kind of been doing with this horizontal, now, you know, a traditional horizontal is just lines all the way across, and I love that. I used an arc planner that was like that for a long time. This one, though, I think is really pretty. What I do like about the two little separate areas, and that is somewhat similar to the way the Jane's Agenda layout was as well, is that I like to use this little area over here to highlight appointments or something special that is happening in that week. And then I use this side for to-dos. So that's how I think I'll do that. I have pulled some dot markers. I love dot markers for like doing little to-do lists, things like that. Now, the only thing I'll say about dot markers, actually, this one's not a dot marker. This one is a highlighter and like a regular marker point. That these are from Moxie Life. These are the Zig clean color dots, which I love, but they are very inky. They do tend to bleed. So do these though. These are the Erin Condren ones, which are okay. I pulled it because I liked the color. It does not make as big of a dot, which is fine. I still like them. I still use them, but the sponge tip is definitely not as flexible as these, and you'll kind of see as I work with them. The other thing is that in this instance, I don't really mind if they bleed too much because I have been gluing these into other pages anyway. So you're getting kind of like a backing on each page, but do know that if you're in a layout that flips, you know, back to back, because She Plans does offer her layouts so that you can choose either for it to be continuous or a dot grid back, which I like. But if it was, you know, the weekly spread here, you would see those dots coming through most likely. So just be aware of that. So I do keep a monthly spread in my planner that I refer to. I also use my Outlook planner, my Outlook calendar in my phone. But here's my monthly spread, which I happen to have decorated again. I kind of just fell back in love with decorating this month. I often really don't have time for it, but it's something I really, really enjoy. And I am obsessed with these stickers from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop. I did refer to this to look at what I needed to put in here, and that is helpful to me as well. This is a monthly spread from Jean's Agenda. All right, so I did pull it onto some sticky notes though, so I would, just for the sake of filming, just to keep things a little easier and more streamlined. So I have a couple things I need to highlight here, which is that I'm going to use this one, I think. And actually, I did have this little Planner Kate freebie that says no school, and there is no school on Monday for Indigenous Peoples Day. So I'm going to add that, which, yes. So you can see it's a pretty small dot, but I don't mind that at all. Certainly not necessary to use a sticker, just fun. I also have a physical, so I'm going to put that there. I've really been liking using a Sharpie S gel, so that's what I'm using today. And I'm also just going to add that my mom is watching the kids. As of right now, I don't have to-dos to add in here. I will, but I just don't have any at the moment to add in. Tuesday, I don't have anything special to note unless it's something unusual. I don't tend to add like that I'm at work, things like that, the things that always happen, just because it tends to take up unnecessary room. Sometimes I do if I'm really trying to visually see how much free time I have in my week. Otherwise, I work the same schedule every single week and I don't really add it in. I used to all the time, but now I really don't unless it's something strange. So Wednesday is an early dismissal for my kids. So I think I'll stick with this color, and I'm just putting it right here. When I was using a layout that included some timed elements, I did things a little differently. I will link for you the last functional plan with me I did in the daily 14s, which were a vertical layout that had a timed column and then a kind of a to-do list column at the bottom. It's not that my planning was a lot different, but you can see a little different way that I approached things. And then Thursday, I have therapy at 6:30. So we're going to note that. And I'm sorry if my page is crooked. I have a tendency when I'm writing to pull things on an angle. So I apologize if that's looking weird to you. Okay. And I do just like how that gives me like kind of a nice visual, but leaves me lots of room for a to-do list. I really like how roomy this layout is. I really do. I'm very excited to plan in it, and I will definitely report back to you on how the week goes in it. Maybe watch my community tab for that. And, you know, if you're not subscribed and you enjoy this kind of content, then maybe you would hit that subscribe button. It's free. We have a good time around here. I would love for you to join us. All right. And then Friday, I have a couple things going on. I have a massage at 8. I get therapeutic massages. That's at 8 a.m. I also have to work a little bit on Friday, which I don't normally do. But in order to go to my physical, I have to make up the 2 hours I'm going to miss. So we're just going to put work 10 to 12. All right. As of right now, Saturday and Sunday, I don't have anything going on. I think my husband said he had something going on Saturday, but I have to double check that with him, and then I will note that. Okay. So then this leaves me a blank slate to work in some of the things that have to do with my goals. Now, I did not sit down and do my weekly goals yet in my weekly actions. However, one thing that I know I want to work in is at least one walk. I would prefer 2, and at least one day of some beginner strength training. So I'm really wanting to incorporate strength training. I'm a newbie. I would love to hear your suggestions if you know of any good YouTube videos. I did find one video that I thought looked like a good, nice beginner's video that was about 15 minutes, and I want to make sure I get that done. So as I'm looking at my calendar at the moment, I do usually go for a walk on my break on Mondays. But I don't know how well I'm going to be able to fit that in with having to like leave and come back to work. So I'm not 100% certain on that, but I might try. So I'm going to still put it down. So I think I'll use this dot. So I am going to, it's funny because I can just list my tasks in order. Sometimes my brain likes to see like something that's happening in the middle of the day, kind of in the middle, and I'll like build my list around it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little dot there. And I'm just going to put walk. And as for my strength video, I think most likely I will fit it in on, I'll probably try to fit it in on Wednesday. Even though the kids are getting out early, I should be able to make it work. So I'm just going to also put a little dot midday, maybe about here. And I'm going to put strength video. All right. And I have to think about when will I film. I haven't done my content planning either, you guys. Oh, goodness. But I think that I will most likely film probably on Tuesday evening. So I think that's what I'll do. We're going to put film. This is the first time I've had a layout that has this graph like it. I wasn't sure I'd like it. I kind of like it, and it's kind of helping me to write smaller, which is convenient. I'm not a very small writer. I really don't have great handwriting, as you can see. But yeah, I am liking that. Tell me, do you have a preference? Do you like lines? Do you like dot grid? Do you like just white open space? Do you like this graph style? Do you like a mix of things? What do you really enjoy in your planner? This is kind of how I get things going. I start with just like the bare bones basics, and as the week goes, it fills in. And Sunday's groceries, I've been doing grocery delivery, which has been awesome, but I'm just going to fill that in too, because I have to be home for that. Yeah, I really like this layout, you guys, and it's really affordable. The paper quality is really nice. Let's see, are the dots bleeding? Yeah, but they do. They do. I don't know what GSM paper she uses, but I don't know. I'll have to find out for you guys, but it's really nice. Really happy with this so far. And then for down here, I always do keep a running to-do list for the week, which honestly, I got a little carried away with my decorating, and I usually need a little bigger space than this, but I think honestly it's going to be fine. And then my next week, where I just like to highlight anything I have going on in the next week. So which in the following week, I actually don't have a ton going on. So I'm only going to just write in that one day, and then I might end up adding things after. So on Wednesday, I have a hair appointment at 1 p.m. I'm going to look back at my current weeks to see if there's anything I didn't get done. Oh, I know. I need to go to the AT&T store, which I'm going to use this color dot here. I need to upgrade my phone. I was going to say that. Okay. So that is, how it's looking at the moment. And I have to say that I'm really loving being back in a horizontal layout. I've used my planner, I think, more last week than I did in a long time. Even if I didn't write a lot, I went to it and I was in it. And maybe some of that too was that I missed having my planner decorated. I always said, as many decorative planners say, like when you make your planner beautiful, it really motivates you to be back in there. You want to go back and look at it again. And so this spread is not at all what I intended to make when I sat down to decorate my planner, but it's really pretty. I'm really enjoying it. So let me know what you think. How do you plan? Tell me some of the differences in what you do. Let me know if this is helpful to you. Do you want to see more? Would you have liked to have seen how I decorated the planner? Because I certainly could do some part ones, part two. Part one, getting it set up with the stickers. Part two, filling it in. Let me know what is most helpful to you and what you want to see, because these videos are, of course, for you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I will link my most recent video for you here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.